there's a real risk in teaching about the ego, that the ego will grasp it because it will want to understand. And as soon as your mindfulness practice becomes an understanding, then it's ego, and that's not what I'm pointing you towards. It's only when we're able to create some space and stand back from our perception, from our conditioning, do we have any real choice to exercise our free will over and above our programming. That's exciting. But here's where it becomes, I think, for me, where mindfulness gets really exciting, because if we're stepping beyond what's known, which is the ego, really, the accumulation of what's known, into the unknown or the ununderstandable, into, well, that opens up some rather exciting possibilities. Now, you hear me gone on quite a lot about our state of being and how important that is. And that's in essence what we're doing with mindfulness, is we're working on our state of being. And quite obviously, as you've seen, that affects the quality of every decision you make and every action you take and every interaction you have physically in the world. But what meditation teaches us is actually that we're also operating on a more subtle level. And science is showing this too. That what scientists are saying is actually there's an energetic field to the body that our body emits energy, and it's measurable. And the energy that we give off is dependent upon our emotional state. Wow. Can you feel people's moods? Can you sense if they're a bit? You can, can't you? You can kind of pick up on that. Likewise, I think you can sense people's attention. Maybe when you're walking down the road, and sometimes you might get a sense somebody's looking at you. Then you turn around and there they are. I used to ride through London on my bike and play this game, just stare it back at somebody's head, and then you watch them turn around. You can feel people's attention, can't you? And you can also feel the nature of attention. You might be able to feel somebody's in a bad mood, or they're angry, or they're upset, or you might also feel that somebody is happy or peaceful or calm. We give off an energy, and we are, all of us to some degree, sensitive to that. But the more mindful we become, the less absorbed we are in this thought-based state of intelligence, the more able we are to pick up on this more subtle experience, that we become aware of our own energetic intention, but also the energetic intention that are around us. It's a two-way thing where we're projecting, but we're also experience sensing through that. So there's a vast amount of information that can be received through there, and you can pick up on people, can't you? Do you know anybody that when they come into the room, they just piss you off? You just irritate you. Nothing they say, nothing they've done. They just. Would it surprise you to know that those poor people live in a world where everybody is irritated with them? Well, maybe that energy creates a reaction which kind of creates a world. Are you getting the idea? Because there's an interplay going on here, isn't there? That not only can you feel somebody else's energy or the energetic tension really around you. God, I'm walking around London with this COVID thing going on. It's in the air. It's grim. We're not immune from that. No, it's a two-way thing where we sense it, but we're also projecting it. And ultimately, that's a very big part in the reality we create, doesn't it? If we're giving off an energy of panic or then people might be panicking around us. If we're giving off an energy of anger or irritation, then, we're going to be surrounded by angry, irritated people. It stands to reason. But equally, how would it be if you could consciously affect the world around you by consciously managing your own emotional intention? How would it be if you could create a state of being where everybody around you felt calm, or relaxed, or peaceful? Now that could be interesting, couldn't it? And this is what I just want to touch upon with you now and explore. How maybe that we can affect the world around us, not necessarily, yes, sure, I think we do, or I think you say, but how we are. And I've been talking to organisations lately about what is the emotion of your organisation? What do people feel when they come to work? What do people feel when they pick up the phone to you? What do people feel when they're dealing with you? And this is maybe an interesting exploration in some more depth at another time. But just for now, I just want to give you the idea of this possibility.